Put that shovel down, my friend. For decades, we have been told to turn the soil over every single spring to prepare our garden beds. But science and ancient wisdom whisper a different truth. Every single time you dig, you smash a beautiful, living, natural masterpiece. Look down here. True topsoil takes 500 to 1,000 years for nature to build just 1 centimeter. It is not a product. It is alive. In a single healthy teaspoon of undisturbed earth, there are more microscopic living creatures than the entire human population on planet Earth. That is 1 billion bacteria, millions of fungal threads, and thousands of protozoa all working in perfect harmony, like a massive underground megacity. And 90% of all land plants depend entirely on this, the mycorrhizal NUM network. We scientists call it the Wood Wide Web. These threads expand plant roots up to 1,000 times, delivering phosphorus and water from places the plant could never, ever reach on its own. But then, along comes the heavy rototiller, or the eager shovel. It looks beautiful to us on top, smooth, soft, completely clean dirt. But underground, it is an absolute catastrophe. A giant earthquake that rips apart the fungal network that takes 4 to 6 long weeks to heal. It destroys the ancient earthworm tunnels, crushes your biology, and leaves the soil completely defenseless. Your underground workforce is wiped out in minutes. And here is the ultimate nightmare. Digging brings millions of sleeping weed seeds up to the sun. Soil contains over 50,000 seeds per square meter. The moment light touches them, they wake up. You didn't kill the weeds by turning the dirt over. You literally invited 50,000 enemies to breakfast. But what if I told you there is a lazy way? A method tested for over 10 years by master gardeners like Charles Dowding. The legendary 10-year study results are absolutely shocking. No-dig gardens have 80% less weeds, equal or higher yields, and cut your working hours by half. No tilling, no back pain. Just one simple layer that completely locks out weeds and feeds your soil city. Let us meet your underground team inside the subterranean Metropolis. Welcome inside the soil Metropolis. To understand why we must never dig, we first need to look at what perfect, healthy soil actually is. The ideal soil is an incredible structural balance. It should consist of 45% minerals, like sand, clay, and silt, which give it body. Then, you need a massive 50% of empty space, half of it filled with fresh air for roots to breathe, and half filled with water. But the real magic happens in the final 5%. This is organic matter, the chukhuka that holds life and feeds the entire ecosystem. To put this in perspective, just 1 single hectare of healthy forest soil contains over 5 tons of living biological biomass hidden right beneath your feet. This biological workforce is not random. It is highly specialized. We have bacillus, the master recyclers, breaking down old leaves into sweet plant food. Then we have Pseudomonas, the elite defense force. They shield the roots, producing natural antibiotics to destroy bad fungal diseases before they strike. And don't forget Mycobacterium vaccae. This incredible bacterium lives in moist dirt and actually triggers serotonin production in the human brain. It is literally happy dirt. All of these billions of creatures build what we call the soil food web. And at the absolute center of this web sits the Wood Wide Web. According to groundbreaking research by Suzanne Simard, trees and crops are not competitors. They are plugged into a giant subterranean internet network. A single ancient mother tree can be connected to over 47 other trees, sharing sugar and critical resources to feed her young saplings through the NUM threads. Now, imagine pushing a steel blade through this delicate web. You aren't just loosening the dirt, you are cutting the internet cables of your entire garden. When the network snaps, the city shuts down. The earthworms drop their tools, the helpful bacteria lose their maps, and your ecosystem completely freezes. This is how you turn living soil into dead, sterile dirt. And when the natural soil Metropolis dies, gardeners mistakenly rush to buy chemical synthetic fertilizers. But we don't need chemicals. We just need to protect our subterranean city. And our primary weapon is sitting right inside your trash can. Cardboard. Instead of digging up the weeds, we do something far more elegant. We lay this unbleached, thick brown cardboard directly over the grassy ground. The moment this single cardboard layer settles, a massive eco-trap triggers. It instantly cuts off 100% of all sunlight from reaching the surface. Remember the science rule. Weed seeds need light triggers to sprout. Without a single photon of light, 50,000 seeds stay permanently asleep. But pay close attention to this crucial step. You must overlap the cardboard edges by at least 15 centimeters. Do not leave a single gap. If you leave even a tiny crack, these cunning little weed villains will find the light, squeeze right through, and take over your bed anyway. Next, soak the cardboard completely with water. We want it completely drenched, like a wet sponge va. This anchors it firmly to the ground. Why soak it? Because wet, unbleached cardboard is the absolute favorite food of our star worker, the legendary earthworm. It is a giant buffet. As earthworms consume the wet cellulose fiber, their bodies process it into castings. This organic material contains 5 times more nitrogen than normal Earth. Now comes the true power move. We pile a thick, luxurious layer of dark, well-rotted organic compost right on top of our wet cardboard foundation. How thick? Aim for a deep layer of 10 centimeters. This provides an immediate premium planting medium while the cardboard kills the grass below. So what is our ultimate reward if we just step back, throw away the tiller, and let the earthworm workforce manage the deeper layers for us? According to data verified by the USDA, a simple 2-centimeter cover reduces surface water evaporation by 50%. It keeps your soil city cool. According to data verified by the USDA, a simple 2-centimeter cover reduces surface water. According to data verified by the USDA, a simple 2-centimeter cover reduces surface water evaporation by 50%. It keeps your soil city cool. When the summer sun hits bare ground, temperatures skyrocket over 50 degrees, cooking the Sinvat alive. Under this blanket, it stays a perfect, cool oasis. Cardboard base, compost core, straw armor. Your ultimate weed shield is fully complete. Now, let us look at the secret underground workers who will plow this bed for you. The earthworms. When you stop digging, you aren't leaving your garden abandoned. You are handing the keys over to the greatest agricultural engineers in Earth history. According to data from the FAO's soil portal, 1 single hectare of healthy, undisturbed soil can hold between 1 to 7 million earthworms. In fact, the total weight of all earthworms combined on planet Earth is significantly heavier than the total biomass weight of the entire human population. The great scientist Charles Darwin studied earthworms for 40 long years. In his final masterpiece book, he concluded they are the most important creatures in world history. Why? Because a single industrious earthworm processes over 10 kilograms of raw soil every single year, chewing up compact dirt and spitting out fertile gold. And their castings are pure plant elixir. Worm manure contains exactly 5 times more nitrogen than normal unchewed earth. It is a super fertilizer. You get an absolute explosion of flavor, zero back pain, and heavy premium crop yields that will leave all your tilling neighbors in complete shock. No machines, no chemical costs, just pure living biology working for you. In our next chapter, we will build a complete lasagna layering sheet compost from scratch. Good morning. Today, we are building a biological power plant right on top of our garden plot, using the legendary Italian lasagna layering method. To achieve a perfect decomposition speed without any bad smells, you must lock in the absolute golden scientific ratio. Carbon to nitrogen must equal 25 to 30 to 1. Let us audit our brown materials, which provide carbon structure. Cardboard packs a massive ratio of 350 to 1, while dry autumn leaves sit at 60 to 1. Agricultural straw gives you 80 to 1, and porous rice hulls provide a balanced 80 to 1 while ensuring excellent physical aeration for the bed structure. Now for our green engines, which supply high-density nitrogen. Fresh green lawn grass clippings hold a rich ratio of 20 to 1, and raw kitchen scraps sit at 15 to 1. But the ultimate dam engines are spent coffee grounds at 20 to 1 and raw soybean waste cake, packing an absolute record ratio of 7 to 1. Our Earthworm construction crew treats these stacked layers exactly like an industrial cement mixer, blending brown carbon and green dam into stable topsoil. Compare this free biological gold to store-bought bagged soil. Independent scientific audits reveal that 90% of commercial bags fail basic living soil standards. Layer number 2 is your green dam ignition switch. Pile fresh green lawn grass clippings or kitchen vegetable scraps directly over the branches to a depth of 5 centimeters. Stop buying plastic, dead dirt. Build a rich, breathing, 5-layer biological machine right on your lawn for zero cost. Next, let us plant our fruit engines inside this gold. Now that our biological gold bed is fully built, it is time to deploy our heavy feeders. Let us look at the kings of summer, the Solanaceae family. Finally, cap everything with a 5th layer of golden straw mulch armor to shield your microcity from rain erosion and harsh sun rays. Compare this free biological gold to store-bought bagged soil. Independent scientific audits reveal that 90% of commercial bags fail basic living soil standards. Because they are sealed tightly inside airless plastic bags, helpful Wiesing-Vutt populations collapse by 80 to 95% after just 6 short months on the store shelf. Stop buying plastic dead dirt. Build a rich, breathing, 5-layer biological machine right on your lawn for zero cost. Next, let us plant our fruit engines inside this gold. Now that our biological gold bed is fully built, it is time to deploy our heavy feeders. Let us look at the kings of summer, the Solanaceae family. Remember the universal rule of sowing. The depth of your seed must equal exactly 2 to 3 times its own diameter. Plant it too deep, and it runs out of energy. Because tomatoes and peppers produce huge fruit bodies, they have a massive hunger. They are screaming for nutrition like an absolute engine. To satisfy this hunger and protect them from harm, we never plant them alone. We surround our tomatoes with their absolute best companion friend, basil. Why basil? Because basil releases powerful aromatic oils that completely blind and choke destructive ruitrang flies and aphid villains. It is a natural force field. Next, you must unleash the true power of your tomato vines using this single secret cutting gesture. Prune away the greedy side suckers, or nyang fu. By removing these energy thieves, you instantly increase your harvest yields by over 50%. All sugar flows directly into creating giant, juicy fruits. But beware of this heartbreaking tragedy. Toi dit quoi, or blossom end rot. Your beautiful tomatoes suddenly turn black and hollow right at the bottom. Commercial stores will trick you into buying toxic chemicals. But 80% of the time, the soil has enough calcium. It is just locked out by wrong pH levels. When your soil pH falls too low, below 5.5, an invisible chemical gate closes. The plant root is rendered physically incapable of absorbing nutrition. The cure? First, fix your pH with organic compost. Then, grab our primary zero-cost calcium weapon directly from your kitchen trash bin. Eggshells. Eggshells are 95% pure calcium carbonate. As the earthworm crew processes this powder, it unlocks a massive, continuous mineral shield for the roots. The final practical result of your companion basil alliance and eggshell calcium shield? Perfectly healthy, massive fruit bodies with zero chemical cost. But remember the final golden law to keep this fruit metropolis alive. You must always water deep, directly at the base gook soil. Never wet the leaves. Wet leaves plus heat equal a direct invitation to powder mildew and thantu blight. In our next chapter, let us look at the absolute true data proof behind no-dig success. Welcome to the final showdown between nature and factory shelves. For decades, multi-billion-dollar corporations have engineered a massive marketing myth. They want you to believe that soil is just a dead container, a blank product that requires continuous additions of synthetic chemical powders to function. But what actually happens when you pour chemical fertilizers continuously? The massive concentration of chemical salts literally burns your biological workforce alive. The toxic salts accumulate rapidly, turning the earth rock hard, crushing earthworm channels and killing the vital city. Your soil becomes completely addicted, but science has fully broken this corporate trap. Let us examine the legendary 30-year farming systems trial conducted by the famous Rodale Institute. The verified long-term numbers are absolutely shocking. Organic living soil contains 3 to 5 times more active microorganisms than chemical soil. Trillions of helpers. And look at the financial economy. The total input costs for organic garden management are exactly 30% lower than chemical factory inputs. But what about harvest volume? The study proves that after just 5 transition years, organic yields match chemical volumes completely, without a single chemical bag. Think about this incredible reality. 3 to 5 times more biology, 30% less money out of your pocket, and equal food volume. Why buy poison? Why buy poison? When you ditch the chemicals and feed your soil lasagna, your microcity throws an absolute celebration festival underground. The workforce is thriving. Never grow the exact same plant families in the exact same spot year after year. Monoculture creates intense disease and can kit soil nutrients. You do not need an expensive digital electronic machine. A simple piece of litmus paper costs less than $1 single and gives you immediate precision. Aim for the absolute golden sweet spot, a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. This is where the biological gates open fully for N, P, and K. So stop buying dead bag dirt and chemical bags. Step back, measure your pH, and let living biology do the heavy lifting for your backyard. Science has spoken. In our 8th and final phase, we will look at our ultimate macro layout roadmap to lock in a lifetime of infinite chemical-free harvests. To turn a single successful no-dig bed into a lifetime of infinite free abundance, we must now study the ultimate macro layout roadmap. Never grow the exact same plant families in the exact same spot year after year. Monoculture creates intense disease and can't keep soil nutrients. Year 1 belongs to the legume family. Crops like green beans and peanuts possess a unique alliance. They pump nitrogen gas directly back into the ground. Year 2 utilizes this free nitrogen engine. This is for the leaf family, like giant head cabbages and crisp shallot lettuce, consuming the rich tham. Year 3 switches to the fruit family. Giants like sweet cachua tomatoes and peppers step in, devouring the abundant phosphorus and potassium layers. Finally, Year 4 belongs to the root family. Deep Karo carrots and sweet potatoes drill straight down, naturally loosening any compact layers before bean sowing repeats. By locking in this 4-year no-dig wheel, you are not just growing separate rows of food. You are building a grand, completely self-sustaining ecological paradise. Let your underground city breathe. Feed them, protect them, and they will feed you and your beautiful family for generations to come. Thank you so much for listening.